Secrets found inside safes. Unclaimed mysteries. Each item in the abandoned safety deposit box was more extravagant than the last. A 6.2-carat canary yellow diamond ring. The office has received solid silver bars, a Cold Battle era pen that hid a tear gas canister, a Sandy Koufax rookie card, civil battle tintypes, military flight records, a thumb-sized pistol and a platinum Tiffany necklace adorned with diamonds, pearls and a giant emerald that's worth more than $150,000. The unidentified bank gave the state all the information it had about the box's owners in 2002, but the husband and wife were both deceased by the time state employees started looking for them. While Gardelli continues to find the heir, the yellow diamond and other items continue to sit in the unclaimed property vault. Lost Mozart manuscripts. Back in the early 1990s, an accountant was clearing through things in an old Baptist seminary, and he saw what he thought of as a very interesting old safe. Of course, it had sat locked for a very long time, and the accountant's interest was piqued, so he got the expertise and permission required to open it. Inside, they found original classical music manuscripts that had been thought lost, 2 of them from Mozart himself. The first one was Mozart's Fantasia in C minor, K. 475 and Sonata in C minor, K. 475. They also found manuscripts from Johann Strauss, Franz Joseph Haydn and others. Turns out that the 14-page original manuscript had been donated to the seminary many years back, along with a huge amount of funds. Reportedly, the manuscripts were indeed incredibly valuable and were auctioned off for over $1 million. Einstein's eyeballs. Albert Einstein's connections to New York City are a bit more morbid than you might expect. His eyes are stored in a safety deposit box in the city. After the scientist passed away and an illegal autopsy was performed by Thomas Harvey, Harvey then sought and received a retroactive blessing from Einstein's son, Hans Albert, to continue the research. Albert's brain spent time in a University of Pennsylvania lab, in jars in Harvey's basement. Harvey didn't only take the brain, but he also removed Einstein's eyeballs and gave them to Henry Abrams, the scientist's eye doctor. They remain to this day in a safe deposit box in New York City. Valuable gold coins. In what almost sounds like a bizarre sitcom plot, a really nice safe was left with a scrap dealer who was supposed to junk it. The scrap dealer had a locksmith friend see it, and after he commented on how nice it looked, they decided to open it. The man spent more than 20 hours trying to open the safe. Finally, after drilling 10 holes through 6-inch walls of concrete, he discovered a bonanza. The safe actually had roughly $2.5 million worth of coins, mostly silver coins and Krugerrands. The haul was absolutely ridiculous, and they immediately put a new lock on it and turned it over to the police, to make sure the coins ended up with a rightful owner. It was then revealed that the safe had been in the garage of a deceased family member who had been collecting the coins for many, many years. In the end, the police did manage to track the family down and return their father's coin collection to them. Photos of the infamous Ted. A newspaper office in Colorado made a very strange and unexpected discovery. They had been using a safe for decades as a table when one day a curious locksmith decided to open it. He offered to open the safe for free, just so he could get a chance to know what was inside, and they gladly took him up on his offer. Inside the safe they found cash, and some other documents, but the main noteworthy thing were photos of Ted taken in 1977. The photos were preserved well because they had only been negatives while in the safe and were easily preserved in such a dark, controlled atmosphere. A deceased body. Gun safes are not particularly big, but they are something you should be pretty careful with. A man was once found locked inside his own gun safe after being reported missing. After checking him out, the authorities came to the fairly obvious conclusion that he passed away because of a lack of oxygen. According to the police, a person could definitely fit inside the safe, However, it was not clarified whether or not the man had truly been the one to put himself inside the gun safe or not. The particular space was a decent size as it could hold 12 guns, but the police would not comment on just how tight a fit it had actually been for the man inside.